Hey guys, I'm Captain Jeff Goodwin with Jeff Goodwin's Guide Service, and welcome to Catch America's weekly report from Shasta Lake. We're just finishing up our day today. Had some burly weather, but for the most part, we've had good weather all week, and the fishing has been really good. We've been catching lots of brown trout. Today we caught some rainbow trout as well, and we just got a kokanee about a half hour ago. So that's noteworthy for this time of year on this particular body of water. Best techniques have been divers and trolling with side planers. The fish are still sitting in the top 20 foot of the water column, and temperatures are sitting around 50 degrees. Last week we had some nice days and some sunshine, and we saw a little bump in that temperature before these cold weather storms came back again. But warm water on the horizon. Next week it's going to really warm up for us. And with that continued warm air and sun on the water, we're going to see a nice little bump in temperatures, which is going to really increase the bite. Looking forward to a good April, May time frame on Shasta before we get into our exceptional summer bite. That's it. We're headed to Stripers for 6 weeks down in Calusa on the Sacramento River. So this will be my last Shasta report until mid-May when we get back. So I hope you like the reports. I hope they're helping you out somehow. If you enjoy these reports, support the channel. Hit the like button on my reports and everyone else's. And if you feel inclined to do so, hit the subscribe button for continuous weekly information such as what you received today. So anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week from the Sacramento River.
Hi, I'm Captain Monty Smith of Gold Country Sport Fishing. Today I'm representing Catch America, and we'll be talking Don Pedro. The rating, I would definitely rate it at a medium plus. Last week was slow to medium. It's definitely improved. Spring is in the air, even though we're having some rain roll through. The water temps are on the rise. Last week it was in the 55-degree range. Now we're talking 57 to 59, almost 60. That is great. It's pushing these fish a little deeper, and that's not a problem. It's going to get them all stirred up and hungry. The water conditions are still excellent with a 12-foot visibility. The lake is rising, and it's only 30 feet from full pool, which is great. Fishing, what we're using, we're still using lures, kokanee killers, small spoons, Optimizer Juniors from Catch America, something that matches the hatch. Saturday's trip, we had kings to 4 pounds. We didn't catch anything really on lures. We caught everything using frozen shad. I put it in a brine the day before, doctored it up a little bit, and ran the shad on some harnesses that I have. And that's what caught our fish. These fish are moving into open water, getting away from the backs of coves and stuff like that, and they're venturing out. To wrap things up, the lake's on the rise, the water's warming. It's a great time to be out there and catch some fish. If you're interested in booking a trip with me, go to my website, goldcountrysportfishing.com, or call me at 209-581-4734. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and check back next week for more Catch America. I'm Captain Monty Smith. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. I'm at Collins Lake, and it is time for your Collins Lake Fishing Report. I'm going to rate the fishing right now as fair. I think with some sustained warm weather, it is going to be good to excellent. But right now, fair at best. We've been trolling for a number of hours. We've had a lot of action. We've had a lot of tentative strikes. We've caught some fish. We haven't caught anything big. Top fish today, probably about 2 pounds, 1.5 pounds, something like that. We've caught fish on a variety of different lures. the water clarity is getting better. So we've been able to, kind of expand what we're showing the fish. We've got fish on the orange Trigger Spoon Junior. We've hooked fish on small Rapalas, particularly the one with the blue back and silver sides. We're running that off a Gypsy Diver. Everything's been in the top 10. We've caught fish on the orange Trout Trix Minnow. We've caught fish on a small white glow grub. We've caught fish on a night crawler paired with a 4-inch watermelon colored blade. And we've also got fish on a white fly. We've been running a white and red trigger booger off a side planer, and we've hooked several fish on that. I don't think we've actually got one of them in the boat because, again, they're nipping at stuff and they're not getting hooked very well when they do get hooked. That's pretty much how things are going here at Collins Lake presently. We need that sustained warm weather, and this place is going to explode. It's full of big fish. It's heavily planted. I can see the fish on the graph, but all we've been catching today are those small DFW planters. Got my fingers crossed for warm, stable weather. We've got another cold front moving in tomorrow. Lots of big wind, some rain. That big wind is going to cause upwelling, and it's going to cool the surface temperature off again, and we're going to start kind of from square one. But stable weather is going to come. It always comes in April. And when it does, look out. We're going to get some big fish on the end of our line here at Collins Lake. And if you want to jump aboard my boat, I've got availability in May. Things are getting pretty full in April, but I could probably squeeze you in. I'm Kel Kellogg. I'll catch you next time right here on YouTube. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. You'll always know when I'm here on YouTube talking fishing, and I'll catch you next time. I'm Kel Kellogg.
Hi, it's Captain Wes Hoskin with Catch America Fishing Reports. Today I'm on the Feather River targeting striped bass. It is March 29th. Beautiful day on the water. We've been out here for a couple days now looking for fish, mainly on scouting missions. We're going to really start to pick up here at the beginning of April, which is kind of the historical time to start targeting stripers, which is about April 1st is when most guides start going for them. Today we're doing a lot of pocket fishing. We're back bouncing minnows, doing a little bit of drifting. That seems to be the most successful way. Water's running big right now, so we're really looking for 10 to 12 feet of water and shallower. We have water temperatures right now about 54, 55 degrees. The next couple days we're supposed to get a little bit of weather, but the water temps should stay around that same area. I imagine the Sacramento is going to start fishing good once it clears up, but the Sacramento River is a little dirty right now as far as the water clarity. So I'd expect here in the next week, with the water flows we're having, both rivers are going to fish really well. Right now we're just above the Bear River and the Feather. We've been fishing our way down, picking up a few fish here and there. They're not schooled up yet, but if you want to come out here and be able to catch a few fish for dinner, it's not a problem. We've been able to scrape out our limits, the past 2 days, but we're having to work for them. Caught a few hens and we let them all go. So if you want to put the work in, there's fish to be caught. Unfortunately, there's a lot of boat traffic, so we're fishing on a Saturday here. So a little bit of a photo bomb, but that's how weekends are. You got to learn how to deal with the pressure. The other thing is, if you're looking at hiring a guide, make sure they have one of these. The U.S. Coast Guard Captain's License. Required to have them on the Sacramento Feather Rivers if you're fishing navigable water. So make sure if you're hiring a guide, they're qualified. Sorry about that. The camera fell off with the weekend warrior boat traffic. Now, a lot of people can only fish weekends, and that's what you got to deal with when you're out here. Now, if you're looking to book a fishing trip, you can look at my website, graylightguide.com, or follow me on Instagram or Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe to Catch America to get your weekly fishing reports on a variety of waters up and down the state of California.
Hey guys, Captain Nate checking in with your weekly fishing report for the week of April 1st. We're going to start off with my home lake, with Lake Berryessa. What an amazing, epic, fantastic week we had out there. Boy, oh boy. huge Eagle Lake trout. We got king salmon. We got monstrous slab crappie. We caught huge bass. I mean, every single species of fish is on the chomp, and we just absolutely laid into them. Boy, oh boy, what a fun week. I mean, I think we had minimum 20 to 30 fish every day with a nice combination of the trout, the salmon, the crappie, bass. I mean, just nonstop action, doubles, triples, quads, you name it, we had it. It was just a ton of fun. We caught a lot of fish on Trigger Spoon Juniors, on Trigger Spoons. The same spoons are in my packages, guys. They're working like crazy. Smothered in Chrome Killer scent. Don't miss out on what you should be catching. I'm serious, guys. This scent works great on everything for every species in all these Northern California lakes. Get yourself some. You won't be disappointed. And you're going to crush some fish. We focus our presentations trolling between, I'd say, 10 feet on down to about 35 feet this week. The fish are dropping as the day progresses, but then they come back up to the top. It's the weirdest thing, but you just gotta keep your lures kind of moving around. If you find shallower depths are working, bring them up a little shallower, a little deeper. If they start going there, then adjust accordingly. Pretty soon those fish are all going to drop down into, that probably 20 to about 55, 60 foot range. And, then it's really going to be game on. You'll start finding more and more salmon species coming out. And we're just about there. The kokanee and the kings are going to show up here real soon. Next two lakes I'm going to talk about, they're going to be at the same time because they're both fishing about the same. Pardee and Camanche. Pardee, I just saw some real nice fish that were caught from a rental boat out there. I saw someone got a big old brown, about 8 pounds, just gorgeous fish. As far as the rainbows go, guys, you got to be there when they plant, and you've got to be fishing right there in that launch cove. You've got about a day, maybe 2 days tops to get after them. I got to be out there when they plant. PowerBait's been the best. Long leaders, crappie jigs work great. Power worms, mice tails. Soak all that stuff in Chrome Killer scent too. Give it a nice smattering. You're gonna definitely up your catch ratio. Lake Camanche, the pond is still the best place to fish. They're putting some big ones in there. They're putting lightnings in there. Long leaders or power bait's always going to be your number one thing there, just because there's a lot of heavy vegetation on the bottom. So you got to make sure that that bait's staying up and out of the vegetation. You can do the same thing near the launch ramps. They're been planting either the south shore or the north shore, sometimes both. Like I said, if when they plant in the lake, you've got a day, maybe 2 days tops to get on top of those fish to have a chance of being successful. Man, Lake Amador, kicking out some real nice fish as well. And it's kind of go out there and run what you want to run. Slow games working, fast games working with spoons. Slow game meaning, the soft plastics, Rapalas, stuff of that nature. Everything's kind of working. Sounds like the fish have dropped down a little bit, more like the 10 to 20 foot water column. So, if you go out there and you're trolling, that's what you want to do. Otherwise, use the same techniques I was talking about for Camanche and Pardee. And if you're fishing off the shore, and you got a chance of getting on some fish as well. Other than that, guys, make sure you check out Catch America. Check out the website. We've got some real nice spoon packages on there. We'll be having more and more of them in stock here next week. I know that we have a large order coming in. And that Chrome Killer scent, baby. You guys don't want to miss out on what you should be catching. Believe that. And we will talk to you next week. Everyone have a blessed day.
Hey gang, this is Jerry Lambkin with TNG Motorsports Guide Service and your weekly Catch America Fishing Report. We didn't make it out to Folsom this week as the wind and the weather kept us inside in the garage, so we're taking care of a little bit of maintenance today. We did make it down to the Sacramento Delta on Monday to see what the river looked like for stripers. The west bank of the Sacramento is still a little bit muddy, but we still managed to catch 3 nice keepers on Yozuri deep diving minnows. On Tuesday, we made a trip down to the American River to see if there were any steelhead still hanging around. This time we took our buddy Jim's custom-built Willie drift boat that's wheelchair accessible. We did manage to catch one little steelhead on a nightcrawler diver combo and had one other on and off heartbreaker. We did see another few other fish swimming around giving us the fin. We'll be back on Folsom next week, weather and wind permitting, so stick around and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again.